Congressman Mac Thornberry spent time in Wichita Falls visiting global company Pratt Whitney. While there, Michelle Dixon found out he talked about some global issues.
Particularly in this day of cyber espionage and so forth.
U.S. Congressman Mac Thornberry discussed many topics while visiting Pratt Whitney in Wichita Falls. One topic focused on the new health care bill and how paying for it will cause employers and employees to cut back on spending. He also fired off on gun control and how he predicts the House will not pass any substantial new gun control legislation, despite the president's push for support. Then Thornberry discussed drugs and how the demand for them in this country is fueling more violence in Texas from Mexican cartels.
Because that's where the cartels get their money. It's because of the demand for illegal drugs in the United States. And the best thing we could do would be to dry up that demand to take away the money that they're using to commit this violence.
Thornberry narrowed down discussion to the issue in North Korea.
I think you've got a young leader trying to prove himself. You've got a country that has a history of trying to make threats and then extract concessions like food aid and other things, and that's how they've survived for the last 50 years.
That's why Thornberry says the U.S. has to be strong and plan ahead.
We've had a debate with the administration over the last 4 years about how much missile defense we needed on our West Coast. The administration about 2 or 3 weeks ago changed their mind and said we were right all along. And they're now going to put extra interceptors into our missile defense system on the Alaskan coast because of what North Korea is doing.
That was Michelle Dixon reporting.
Thornberry does not believe the North Korean issue is going to erupt into war, but he says if shooting does start, there would obviously be a lot of missiles flying. That's why he says preparing our military right now is key. U.S. Congressman Mac Thornberry's representatives will host an annual event for students interested in attending the United States Service Academies. The U.S. Service Academy Forum is tomorrow from 10 to 12 at the Region 9 Education Center in Wichita Falls. Although it's designed for potential nominees in their junior and senior year of high school, all local students, parents, and counselors are welcome. Members of Congressman Thornberry's staff will be there to explain the application process, and representatives from the West Point, the Naval Academy, and the Air Force Academy will be there to answer questions and give presentations.